Hey there, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. Welcome to your Astro Dice reading. We are looking at 7th house and Aquarius, which is interesting. If you are a Leo Rising, 7th house is Aquarius. We also have the North Node. The North Node will be getting into Aquarius in about 2 years. About 2 years. So you might be on a bit of a cycle. Before I turned on the camera, I was trying to get into your energy and feel what was going on. And I had all these, like, coming through the jungle, like all of these lions. And I felt a little intimidated, actually. So I'm curious to see where this all takes us. So we've got a little bunny rabbit, and we have the fish. Okay, this is the fish that's the bones. This is about a cycle that is completing. And then we have the bunny rabbit is about being agile and swift and being able to move into different directions, but also sometimes it's about anxiety. It's about a little bit of nervousness and uncomfortability. We have this really old-fashioned bicycle here with the big old wheels, like sitting up there like you saw in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. We've got a leopard. Oh no, a Dalmatian. You got a Dalmatian, 101 Dalmatians. We have an elephant. An elephant is about stability. It is about luck. It is about blessings. It is about community. It is about also sometimes, but I'm not seeing that here, sometimes it is about feeling trapped by a circumstance that you actually are not trapped in. We'll have to see if the Eight of Swords comes up, because they take the little baby elephants and they put a big heavy iron on it around its leg, and it can't ever get away. And then when it gets bigger and it probably could break the iron, they aren't using that then. They just put a little rope around it, which it could totally tear up and move if it wanted to. And yeah, okay. Look, clarity. You need clarity. And you're going to find that clarity inside of you. And I think you're feeling really out of balance right now. Yeah, there's anxiety. Feels like the anxiety is around resources. Not that you don't necessarily have enough. You may or you may not. That's not the issue here. The issue is you're not sure if you do. You're not sure. Do I have enough? And the thing about energy is if you decide that you don't have enough, the universe goes, oh, okay, well, if that's the energy you want to be in, fine. But if you want to be in the energy of abundance, then you have to sometimes spend a little on yourself, to open it up a little, to let the energy to flow through. It doesn't have to be a big extravagance, but there is something about it. You have an awful lot of swords energy here, okay? So that energy of Aquarius. Pluto is in Aquarius right now and is making big transformations. This energy is opposing your sign. So he's going to dip back in over the summer pretty soon. I think middle of July. I think the middle of July, so during your birthday season, he will be in Capricorn, which isn't directly opposing you. But by November, he's back into Aquarius, the middle of November. And so this retrograde period here, or maybe it's next year. Anyway, that might be just when he stations direct is November 20th. But there's this energy of this opposition of things that you can see. Like you can see straight across the zodiac, right? You can see what is being transformed, and it creates this tension about what you want to do. It's almost like this magnetic pole. But the thing is that across the zodiac is where we find the energy that can assist us in the areas that we feel a little weak in, okay? So with all the swords energy here and this transformation, it feels like a transformation of the way you think about things is going to be very beneficial. And so overall energy, we have the Knight of Swords. So there's a lot of thoughts. Look at all those birds, all these thoughts, all these things going on. With this Three of Swords here is the key to the situation. So in this key, and you have a key here that came out, it is a key that has like a Fabergé egg on it. The key here is a new beginning, a new opportunity. And so where these thoughts are keeping you up at night, hurting your heart, it's almost as though the story you tell yourself over and over again, because what's draining your energy is Six of Cups. And so that is the stories that we tell ourselves, the emotional stories. Sometimes they're very supportive, sometimes they're not. And sometimes they're, well, our childhood was really great, but when we got to adulthood, all of a sudden we were supposed to like create that magic for ourselves, and we were relying on others to create it when really we had everything we need. You have the magician here as the action to take. The magician has all of the tools of creation at his disposal and working with your subconscious. See that black cat there? Working with your subconscious, getting things in alignment with what it is that you truly want inside of you. And if you want to know which of those tools you are supposed to begin with, I'm pretty sure it's the sword. Because here, and how do you transform the situation? We have the Ace of Swords. So pick the sword up off the table. What is that? That is the mental clarity. Here at the Three of Swords, it's too many thoughts. Pick one thing. Focus on one thing. Allow a cycle to complete, right? All the fish, you just have fish bones here, right? So if something has been picked clean, something has completed a cycle, and this bicycle here with this great big wheel looks like a wheel of fortune. It's like it's time to move things forward, to change direction. You know, this Dalmatian is taking off at a trot. So a Dalmatian is black and white. And what is black and white? It is the yin and the yang. It is the conscious working with the subconscious. It's bringing things into emotional balance, and you feel a little out of emotional balance here when you have the King of Cups in the area of the obstacle to overcome. He's very grounded. Look at that. He doesn't have any feet in his water. He's on an island of his own. He's on an island of his own. You might feel very isolated, emotionally adrift. Looking for the support. I'm telling you though, you are your own support system. Look, here you want this Ten of Cups. You are dreaming of the Ten of Cups. You are focused on creating that for yourself, but somehow you feel like you're on your own island here. So there's clarity that's needed. I think part of the clarity is one that your fear of losing something of value. Doesn't have to be money. It could be companionship. You know, like say you're in a relationship, a long-term relationship where you've built things together, right? Finances are intertwined. Everything, right? And when that starts to split apart, things could be really bad and you want to leave because you're not getting anything emotionally out of the situation. But you're worried that if you do, how will you manage? And that is something that is a very real concern for others of you. The choice has already been made, and now you're like, how do I protect what I have? Because the outgoing card here I don't particularly like is this Four of Pentacles, where he's sitting there and he's hoarding and he's afraid, and the subconscious is looking at the window and wants to escape. And so is this trying to protect what you already had holding you back from moving forward? So a change of perspective is needed. It's in the heart space. You don't have to move right now. This Knight of Swords wants you to be a little more curious. Check out what's going on around you. We have a full moon that's coming up on the 23rd that is conjunct Venus. It is conjunct Jupiter. These are very beneficial planets. Well, it's opposing them because the moon is in Sagittarius, but the sun is conjunct these energies. And then Jupiter is moving in there and Venus is moving into Gemini, and the sun is in Gemini. And so what you'll have is in the area of choice and decision making, you have a lot of opportunity. You have a lot of opportunity, a lot of support with these going on. Now, Jupiter is going to be there over the course of the next year. Venus is going to be heading back to your sign where she was hanging out, right, last year, and for quite a while doing a retrograde, trying to help you to find your voice, to find your strength, to find your courage again. But you have radiance. I am a radiant reflection of God's light. I think you need to remember who you are. And so taking a little time and going in the area of resources, you have the Chariot, this way and that way, needing to move forward in alignment with your subconscious, with your soul purpose, right? And so you're at a bit of a crossroads around resources. And what are resources, right? But because we have the 7, it feels like partnership, okay? But so it's like connected resources. It could be a business. It could be that you threw everything you had into this business and it just keeps losing money, and you're like, maybe it's time to cut ties and move forward. And it breaks your heart because this was really something you really wanted to do, right? But you have everything you need. There is a need to remember your magnificence. You need clarity. The Ace of Swords. What is your truth? What is true for you? Third chakra. What is true for you? What resonates in that great big heart of yours? And so over the next couple of weeks, I think you don't make any big moves because you need clarity. So while everything seems like you should be moving forward in a bit of way, I think you have to wrap up a cycle for a new cycle to begin. And I think you're in the process of wrapping up this cycle, of completing this situation, of knowing what direction to move into. And then Pluto is the planet of transformation. He's in retrograde, so he's going back over some stuff. So I don't think it may be even that it takes you more than these 2 weeks. But since this is about a 2-week reading here, right now, I think you're sitting tight. Because we have this 4 of Pentacles where he's just sitting there, guarding what he has, even though he wants to be free. See, the little kitty wants to go. But you're in this hanged man position. Now, this hanged man, he has the key in his hand to the lock up here, right? So you have the key. It's like a timeout that you're choosing to take for yourself, and that's okay. The answers that you seek are within, and I think that at this full moon, it allows you to see which way a cycle should complete and what direction you want to move forward in, this way or that. And so it's okay. That's where you are, and that's your journey right now. Yeah, it's a matter of letting things go. You have letting go and companionship. There's a relationship, business or personal, that it could be a friend, okay? But it's a very close, it's long term, it's felt very close. Lots of energy is exchanged between the two of you. Everything is indeed out of control, and God will hold it all. I can safely let it go. There is a need to let something go. Two elephants here may have this elephant. We only have one elephant here, and there's 2 here. I think that when you let go, and when you're ready, you will, but when you let go, when you allow maybe the grieving of a lost loved one to go through, work its way through, and that takes time, and there's no specific timetable. Take your time, right? But as you let this part go and that part go, maybe in stages, right, as you move through, the stages of grief are not just for when someone crosses to the other side, but, there could be the loss of a lifestyle, a loss of friends, a loss of a circle of group that you've worked with. It could be, it's loss. And so the stages of grief happen. But I think what you need is a little clarity. And I think this clarity brings you the information that you really do have everything you need. It is right there inside of you. And when you are ready, if you will let go, things will be fine. You are a radiant light. Okay? Right? You guys take really good care. I'm sorry that went so long, but I feel like you guys needed to be held a little bit more in that space. I'm on Facebook every day. If you are a member of my Facebook group and you leave a comment in this video, you are in the drawing for the free reading I give away. And maybe that would be something very beneficial to you. So click the link below and go to my Facebook group and check out the readings there and see if it's something you enjoy. All right, you guys take care. I mean that. Talk to you soon.